Several things I remember. They will split your vision, meaning they will stand on the side of you, your peripheral. They will stand behind it, just behind your peripheral, so you gotta turn around to look at them. And when you do, they're not looking at you. They're just off the side. Like you see the pictures I do, the guys who are always looking the other way when you put a camera to you. But they're directly behind you, directly on the side of you. But yet you can't see them unless you turn around. But they're close to you. Another thing, you can walk through that spray. Meaning somebody can spray it, walk away, and you can walk through it and fall or be, since you can't see that person behind you, they in your peripheral. When you fall, they're gonna catch you and walk you. You're still able to walk. Sometimes you're still able to talk. You just don't know exactly what's going on in that time frame after that spray was sprayed. Big Red was good with that spray. He was very distracting. Meaning you could be in a store and somebody's just off your peripheral making noise, fussing, pushing bags, crumbling stuff. And while he's doing that, that's when he sticks you. Because Big Red, I think, is a heroin user. He likes to poison you with needles. That's what I remember about Big Red. He will always stay on the left-hand side of a peripheral, and they know I have astigmatism. I can't see out of these eyes, no way. But he will always distract it. Every time. It don't matter where. He's always on the left side, and he always fussing about bullshit. And I'll say something like, oh my God, here we go again. And he'll laugh, and then I don't know nothing that's going on. But he will always find a way to SA me. Whether it's a truck outside that 7-Eleven, a car, a minivan, in a corner, in an alley, anywhere he can walk me into before I completely be gone and don't have no motor skills. That's when someone's going to notice. When you have no motor skills, you have to be carried. So they get you before that. That's why someone is always following you. When that spray hit, you go through it, they got you. Some of these things I realized as time went on, it had to be that way in some kind of structural way, because how could they get me? I remember one time walking up the street, and out my left eye I saw a bunch of guys, about 6 black guys. They were in a parking lot, and I was out in the street on a sidewalk. But I said, I knew I must have walked through that spray, because that spray makes me angry. It gets my goat. Oh my God, I don't realize I'm sprayed until I start cussing people with a flug out. I said, oops, I'm sprayed. So I'm walking up the street after I see the guys. I say, oh God, something about to happen. I had already been sprayed, but I didn't know it. But when I walked up the street and I turned the corner, I realized I don't remember turning the corner. That's why I knew I was taken. Because when I woke up, either from Narcan or whatever, I was still walking, but I was still trying to turn that corner. And I had no memory of it, even though I had to turn that corner in order to get off that block. I said, well, I don't have no memory of turning the corner. That's some weird shit. I just turned it. I had no memory of it. Because when they spray you, they put you back where they found you. I remember one time I was living out Prairie Hall, and I went to Target, and this white guy walked past me. I remember the white guy, and I think he lived in my complex. I don't think that he did, though, because a lot of them came from the complex, but they walked around it. I don't think they live there. Just like maintenance guy. I don't think he's the maintenance guy. I have no idea who he is. But he always tried to dress like a maintenance guy, like outside my door. He always wore that mask. Even though there's a picture on here without wearing that mask. I know who he is off that mask. Anyway, so I was leaving Target. And when I guess, woke up, I was still leaving Target. The problem was, I had a bag in my hand from Target, but I had no memory of being in Target, and I was still walking out the parking lot. Had a bag full of stuffed food and candles and incense. Not one memory of it. And I was still walking out the Target parking lot around the corner from where I lived on Campbell Boulevard. But mind you, when I walked there, along the way I had 3 brothers, older men like in their 60s and 70s, waiting for me. I remember that. And they just sitting there now on the bus stop. Now, if you know where I was at, there was nowhere to sit or barely walk. They were sitting on crates. And I didn't notice it at first because you don't notice stuff like that. You walking. And I said, oops. And again, I had no memory of leaving the area. The only reason I have memory now is because after that spray is sprayed, you will have a memory. 72 hours later, a week later, a month later, 6 months later, 3 months later, a year. And that's how all this stuff started coming back on me. I started having little memories of things that I knew I should have had memories anyway. I never did. So this spray is in Maryland. And I hope you think I'm crazy, because I want you to think I'm crazy enough to know that that spray exists. And they're targeting, yes, brown skin women. And the men aren't brown skin. The elite that take you are beige colored men. Attorneys, physicians, congressmen probably, city officials. These are big beige men. But when you tell they send a gang against you, that's where you get the brothers from. On the buses that you ride daily. Your family, your friends, your homeboy, your homegirl. These are the people they get to attack you daily, because these are people you know. And you don't know why they're attacking you. So you fuss, you fight, you act out and you're angry. They can call you crazy. And that is a visual notice. That's what Mary Ann and all of them want. Antoine wants, Stephanie Newman wants a visual of you acting or me acting crazy. So they can say, see, she did it. I'm telling the truth, I'm not lying. Nope. Then I want to know who said I tried to off myself. Somebody had to see that. When I think about my move. My junior might be one of the ones, and he's 17. His father getting him into all kinds of trouble. Or with Stephanie Newman, because she was a visitor to my house. Those 2 people were a constant visitor. Antoine Mason Sr., Antoine Mason Jr., and Stephanie Newman. Out of those 3 people, I guess they're going to lie about seeing me, trying to off myself. Nope, not me, nigga. I never do that. I love life. What you think I'm doing now, nigga? Telling y'all motherfuckers. And I'm still loving fucking life. No, you're not. 1 by 1, maybe. 2 by 2. If by sea. By water, by land. Isn't that what he said? Blow that candle out, motherfucker. Blow it out.